comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning. Happy Monday. Monday, October 13th, 2025. And New York Comic Con is over. I feel like it didn't really give us a whole bunch. It didn't really give us a whole bunch. But we're going to go over what it did give us anyway. How about that? Just checking in to remind you guys, the members only streams are on Discord, as they should have been in the first place. But I'm new to this whole monetization crap and should have known better, but did not. So Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be over at the Discord channel in the special viewing room for our Throwback Thursday theater, watching Hercules the Legendary Journeys with our other members. If you want invited to that channel, join as a member. Make sure you're a Lieutenant Nerdling so you can get into the right thing, I guess. I don't know. Channel? Is that what it's called? I'm new to Discord. I'm new to it. I'm old. Okay. Got my kid and stuff helping me get... Okay. I guess I need moderators over on Kick because don't understand why Kick has so many freaking bots. We have so many bots. All right, guys. Let's make sure we have that like button smashed, okay? Subscribe if you're new. Ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever we're back with even more of this nerdy nonsense. And let's yell good morning to everyone. Remember, members and Super Chats get their good mornings in their comments first. And then we'll dive in to some headlines before getting into our main topic, which is, of course, everything about Visionquest, because I feel like Visionquest was kind of the heavy hitter at New York Comic Con this weekend. So let's get into our good mornings. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. Good morning, sir. Still all my prayers, my heart is with you right now. Thank you for being here today. Good morning, Lieutenant Penny. Good morning. What else we got? Oh, good morning, Ensign Katala. Good morning. Yeah. All right. Let's see who else we've got. We've got the Scarrow Scuttlebutt podcast. Good morning, sir. Thank you. We always have a great stream here. We have a good time. We do. Good morning, my Red 5 brother, DJ, for the exegesis. I hope you got your gift card. I should be ordering your hoodie in the next couple of weeks. Oh, so excited. So excited. All right. Anyone else? I think that's what we got for now. Okay. That's what we got for now. So let's dive in to some headlines and see what we've got to chat about today. Now, there are a couple things I really, really wish I could talk about. And I can't. I absolutely positively can't. I do have some insights on a few things, but I can't talk about it. And it makes me so mad. There's a question box there. Won't let me do anything about it. Okay. Anyway, so we got 19 seconds of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer shown at New York Comic Con. We got a few things from Daredevil Born Again. Excuse me. I really should have tagged the stream and I didn't. Of course, we get Matthew Lillard as, I think it's Mr. Charles. And of course, we have Kristen Ritter back as Jessica Jones. She's one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite Marvel series on Netflix. So I'm really excited to see her back. Already, this 19 seconds here looks more exciting than Daredevil Born Again season 1. Let's just be real, okay? Let's just be real. Where is the link to the Discord? I will drop it again in the community tab. It should be over at the community tab for the members only. But I will drop it again after the stream. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? You're getting to meet the cast from The Sandlot. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm officially jealous. That's super cool. That's so cool. Pardon me. So, Jessica Jones in the 19 seconds already looks more exciting. I've said it so many times and I'll say it again. Daredevil Born Again season 1 felt like prologue. It just felt like setup for this season. So hopefully this season delivers on that promise and has far more action, far more excitement. Please and thank you. And I saw someone comment about this scene with Bullseye right coming up here in a second where he smiles. I think it's right there. You can see his tooth is back. And someone's like, I wonder what the canon lore is going to be for why his tooth's back there. I'm like, really? That's your takeaway? His tooth? Dentist? You can order like little inserts for $100 now. So don't think that's the thing you should be focusing on. Okay? Okay. So there's a first little tidbit we have of Daredevil Born Again season 2. Again, I hope it's way more action-packed than season 1 because that just really bored me. Unfortunately, I was so excited for it. It really bored me. Okay, so here we have Charlie Cox and Kristen Ritter reuniting on stage before giving them a sneak peek. Daredevil Born Again season 2 will premiere on Disney Plus in March of 2026. So exactly 1 year after season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. So it's not impossible. It can be done. You can release a new season of a series once a year. Not impossible. Y'all just been gaslighting us this whole time. So here we go. Clearly sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken.
We talked about that ending a little bit. You were
Davis.
Maybe like assembling a team to defend New York City. How? It looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah. Who's first on that list?
Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
Kristen Ritter is.
There she is. Love her so much. Good morning, Amari. God, I love their cane sauce.
We talked about that ending a little bit. You were maybe
I gotta give it to Brandon, man. He works his ass off. Is the last year or so his brand has really grown. So good for him. Anywho, Kristen Ritter on stage with Charlie Cox. God love him. There are rumors that we're going to see Luke Cage and Finn Jones in season 2. There were rumblings that people were saying that while on stage during that panel, Charlie Cox was talking about them. So we shall see. We shall see. I mean, I don't hate it. I say Finn Jones, but it's really Danny Rand. Like I said Luke Cage, and then I said Finn Jones. Omar says, speaking of Jessica, has anyone else here read either of Kristen Ritter's books? She's a very good writer, and I'd love to see her. I had no idea. Huh. Good morning, Ensign Loki. No way they bring back the guy who played Iron Fist. Finn Jones, Luke Cage. Well, I meant like Finn Jones as in Danny Rand, not Luke Cage played by Finn Jones. I did not mean that whatsoever. And good morning, Music City Soul. Did not mean that. DL says, I know some people didn't like Iron Fist, but I actually did. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. I hate weather changes in the Midwest. Anywho, so there's rumblings that we could see more of the Defenders show up. So I'm excited to see Jessica Jones again. Kristen Ritter is amazing. I had no idea she was a published author. That's super cool. I've been trying to abstain from reading novels right now while I'm working on writing again myself. Maybe that's a bad idea, but it's hard to keep their work out of your own, at least for me, when you're trying to write. So I'll look into it. That's very cool. I had no idea. So as of right now, the release schedule for Marvel animation and television, January is Wonder Man, which I got a lot of beef about this series, and y'all about to hear about it. A lot of beef. March, Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Summer, X-Men 97 Season 2. Got a little beef about that one. Fall, Spider-Man. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. Didn't even finish Season 1. Found it boring as hell. Don't understand why they're doing Season 2. December, we get Avengers Doomsday, and some point next year, we're getting Visionquest, which is probably the only series that the only project really that I'm super hyped for, like genuinely looking forward to coming out of Marvel. Good morning, Basco Scenario. Good morning. Alexander, good morning. Yes, I did. And I'd like to speak to it, and it's going to be very hard for me to speak to it. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. So anyway, there's your lineup. This is them throttling back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series and 1 movie. 1, 2, 3 live action series, 2 animated series, and 1 movie. That's them throttling back. Alexander says, I thought the Neighborhood Spider-Man was very good. I loved how they accurately portrayed the New York City gangs. Like I said, it just wasn't my thing. And that could entirely be like a me thing, honestly. But I was bored with it. Basco Scenario says, nothing like getting a new series with a D character many have no clue about. You know what? I'm just going to get right into the Wonder Man thing. So listen here. Let me take a drink of water because my allergies are on fire today, if you hadn't noticed. Tell us that no one in the Marvel Cinematic Universe reads comic books without telling us that no one in the Marvel Cinematic Universe reads comic books. I give you the Wonder Man series. Hello, Yahya Abdul, poor guy. So last year, I did a breakdown about Wonder Man. Now, give me some grace on it because the camera angle is, listen, the framing of the shot of me is just fucking terrible. All right? It's just not great. But the breakdown itself is pretty awesome. I think. Simon Williams is an incredibly complex, deep, and nuanced character. He had an incredibly shitacular life. A lot of horrible things happened to him. A lot of horrible things. He was physically assaulted by Wanda. Okay, in West Coast Avengers, in front of all his friends. He he had his brain engram stolen twice, I think, to create the Vision, and then donated them another time to bring him back. Okay. Oh my God, I need to clear my throat, and I can't because I can't find the music. And that last time, like, he almost didn't do it. At first he said no. And then he was like, okay, I'll do it. He was in love with Wanda. He was in love with her, but could never really have her. Like, they kind of dated, but she was like, I just can't. He had this terrible life. And he wasn't even like an actor for like a whole career. He was a stuntman more than he was an actor. And from what I can see, from this trailer, from the logos they've dropped, from the teaser they dropped months ago, they've made it goofy. And not just goofy, there's nothing about this show that looks like they've taken anything from the comics. They've turned the character Wonder Man into just a movie character. He's a fictional character from a cheesy B movie in the 80s, and they're rebooting it during this superhero fatigue crap. They've made it meta. They've made the movie about themselves, or made the TV show about themselves, rather than about the actual character Simon Williams. So now Simon Williams is auditioning to play the character of Wonder Man instead of being an actual superhero called Wonder Man. So they've taken this incredibly complex, tragic character and turned him into this narcissistic, meta, self-flagellating, love us thing, and they're dropping all the episodes at once. I'm very upset by it. Like, someone told me the other day, like, wow, I had no idea you were such a Wonder Man fan. Like, I had no idea you were. No, what I'm passionate about, it's not that I'm like world's biggest Wonder Man fan. Okay. It's that I'm a comic book fan. I am a fan of the work that people have put into creating these worlds and creating these characters, these stories of these Marvel characters, DC too. I mean, they stretch over years and years and years, especially the story of Scarlet Witch. Anything that involves the Scarlet Witch and Vision and her children, or anyone like entwined in that stretches from like 1966 to today. Like, seriously, if you want to really understand that full story, you got to start right at the beginning. That's so many writers involved, so many writers. And then Disney decides, okay, we're going to do this one character that, okay, so not a whole lot of people are that familiar with this one character, but he is quite integral to this very one specific story and to these other characters. So let's take this very nuanced character, and since, you know, these people over here, they don't know him very well, no one's going to care if we just remove everything that's cool about him and stuff into it whatever we feel like whatever. it just... I'm sorry. My daughter's puppy is outside and crying and barking and going crazy, and it is so unbelievably distracting, and I can't find my earbuds, and it's got me really off my game. Basco says, Comic Dan, that is awesome. You know about this character. I only read comics of main characters I really enjoyed. I only read other titles or crossovers. See, here's the thing. If I hear about something, and this goes back to when I was a kid, I'd say my biggest passion is probably learning, but only learning about things that interest me. Okay. So, like, I wish I was super interested in learning how to budget, balance a checkbook, because then I would have been unstoppable. I mean, facts. But it's only been in like stuff that honestly really interests me. And I knew of Wonder Man. I knew of his importance to Vision in Scarlet Witch, okay? But I hadn't gotten like that deep into his character until they were like, okay, we're going to do a series about him. Last year, I heard about it. I'm like, okay, well, I need to learn more about this character because I want to enjoy it. It helps me enjoy the series better, or it completely ruins it for me. Either way, I hear about a character. I want to know everything about that character. That's just who I am. So that's one of the reasons why I started the channel, because I see something or hear about something like, ooh, sparks an interest. I start looking stuff up about it and start researching and reading comic books. That's what I did with Wonder Man last year. And I did an hour-long breakdown about this character. I mean, he's complicated. He's super, super complicated. Seriously. Absolutely tragic. So tragic. So when I saw that trailer the other day, it was just like, do you have any idea how insulting it is to all of the people that worked on those stories, that created those stories for years, for decades? All of those people, you just threw all of their work into the trash, because what are the chances that the majority of the general audience is going to say, wow, now I really want to pick up a Wonder Man comic book? They're going to believe that's the Wonder Man story. That's what they're going to believe. Right? So when they pick up the comic books, they're going to be like, I don't like this because this isn't what's supposed to happen. You've reversed it. Sucks. Why do you think you know better than the brain, the human mind that created this world and this character? I don't understand that. It feels so arrogant. So stupid. All right, I'm going to check in with the chat. Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS, anytime Disney drops all episodes at once, it's not a good sign. Hello, Ironheart. Dom says they literally said it wouldn't compete with 40-year-old Christmas movies. Fernando, buenos dias. Never apologize. At least you're here. Hey, good morning, Ben. Good morning, buddy. How are you? Great stream last night. Where are we at? Where are we at? Buenos dias, sir. Yeah, can we just thinking about last night, telling Jennifer Holland, take the phone from your man. Take the phone from your man. Fernando, I'm not feeling this series. It looks lame. Because they did not make it about Wonder Man. They made it about themselves. The Basco scenario. Don't you think they should have given us Visionquest before Wonder Man? I guess that entirely depends upon what they are doing with Visionquest. Because in the comics, when Vision is destroyed and brought back as White Vision, he's literally lost his mind. Okay. And when Vision was first created, they gave him consciousness by copying the brain engrams of Simon Williams onto Vision against Simon's wishes or knowledge, really. But they gave his brain patterns to Vision. So he had like brainwaves and shit. I don't know how that works. I'm not a neuroscientist. Okay. I'm not a neurologist, but they gave him his engrams. So when Vision was brought back, Scarlet Witch was like, Simon, please, can you please donate your brain engrams again so I can have him back? But Simon was like, I'm in love with you. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I'm in love with you. I don't want to do that. Eventually, he realizes he would kind of be a dick if he didn't. Like, I mean, would anyone really, really blame him if he's like, no? But he realized this time he had a choice, and he chose to do it. He chose to donate, his brain engrams, and Vision gets his Vision memories back. So if they're doing something like that, because in Visionquest, it's Vision's quest to get himself back. If they actually do it right, Wonder Man should come out first. At least that's if I'm reading the tea leaves correctly. However, Marvel's been doing everything batshit backwards and stupid without any kind of care in the world. So who knows why Mad Men do what they do? Who knows? Who knows? So I just have this feeling. Every fiber in my body tells me this show is not going to be great. And had they done this correctly, had they done this with actual Wonder Man, who is the brother of the Grim Reaper, okay, they'd done this with actual Wonder Man, it would have been great. It would have been fantastic. But here we are. Good morning, Jalen! Ensign Loki says, this show will have nothing to do with any other thing. We will never see Wonder Man again. We'll see. Only one way for any of us to find out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know. So at least it reminds me that Ironheart happened, because I forget. By the end of this conversation, I'll forget that Ironheart ever happened. And I guarantee you that after Wonder Man comes out, I'll probably forget about that one too, except for the rage. The rage of taking such a wonderful, deep character and just all over it. You are absolutely welcome, sir. If you would like to learn more, just type in the search bar the crazy thing that Marvel did with Wonder Man, or look on my channel. It's there. The crazy thing that Marvel did with Wonder Man. All right, guys. I really can't hyperfixate on that anymore. Oh my God. Please just bring that dog in. Can't listen to it anymore. So here we have Brad Winderbaum kicking off television and animation panel at NYCC.
By the man in charge, the head of Marvel Television and Animation himself, Brad Winderbaum.
he's short.
I gotta be joined.
How short he was. Anyway, that was the wrong button. So let's find. All right, I'm gonna try my best to talk about X-Men 97. I will say I have a very strong feeling that they may have changed some things. Because remember, by the time they had fired Bo DeMaio, it was a week before season 1 premiered, and Bo was already deep into production on season 2. In fact, he was completely done with season 2 as far as writing, voice acting, animatics. All of that was done. And that comes directly from things he has said online. He was done with his end of it. Okay. Well, we won't say it completely because he's the showrunner, right? He's still the one kind of in charge, making sure everyone else is doing things. And it kind of got up in the air for a while whether or not they were going to keep his vision, his direction, his story. For a minute there, they came out and said, okay, well, we're afraid he's spoiling. He's giving spoilers online. So we're going to change it all. We're going to change it all because that seems like the right thing to do. Season 1 of X-Men 97 was is the most profitable, popular, best numbers of anything Disney Plus Marvel has done. Okay? Performed the best. Okay? Biggest win for Disney Plus Marvel. Season 1, X-Men 97. And so they're like, well, we think he might be spoiling things. So let's just erase all the work that the person who's made us the most money did. That sounds like a smart thing to do. Dipshits. Anyway, well, there is a possibility. I have a feeling that they've kept all of it, but added a few of their own things. I have a feeling. Good morning, Crusher Combo! Don't worry about it. We haven't gotten to Terry yet. We're almost there. I'm edging my way through X-Men 97. I may have a surprise for you guys this week too, so hold on to your butts. This is a tricky situation. Anyway, so very difficult for me to say, but I tell you what, whatever. I feel like cartoon character. What's the way he's beating himself because he can't say it, he can't do it, so he just like, oh no, I'm Dobby. I'm Dobby when he's owned by the Malfoys. That's what I feel like. Dobby, owned by the Malfoys. And he's like, Dobby almost said something against Dobby's masters. And just, that's me. That's It's me right now. So X-Men 97 is coming out summer of next year. So about 6 months. Roughly 8 months, actually. I don't math. 8 months. And I'm very concerned because Brad Winderbaum said that they've got this great romance stuff between Magneto and Rogue. They're giving the people what they want. I don't know one person, not one person, who asked for more romance between Magneto and Rogue, because that was creepy as fuck. Okay? It was gross. It was weird. It's supposed to feel that way. It's supposed to feel that way. There's reasons why it's supposed to be like, oh, I can understand why she would go that route, but also like, girl. Good morning, Sergeant Garatina. Loki. I do. Chris Claremont. I do love Chris Claremont. Okay. Listen, leave me alone. I'm a complicated person. So anyway, the thing that concerns me about it is my Dobby the house elf situation. It just, I don't feel like it's needed. I feel like it's going to be shoehorned in. I have a strong feeling it's going to be shoehorned in. I just feel that way. Okay. And I'm just saying, if season 1 was so good, all right, and that was Bo's vision, he wrote on every single episode. He was pointing the way, all right. He had a huge story arc mapped out. Mayhaps we should stick with that. Maybe we should stick with that. Okay, we should stick with that. They did come out and say, like, well, we've been greenlit for season 3. We knew that, Brad. We've known that for a year almost. We knew. Seriously. That's nothing new. But then he goes on to say, we're talking about seasons 4 and 5 now too. We knew that also. You're not really giving us new information. Now, they've also confirmed a bunch of characters here. We have Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, Magneto, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Storm Beast, Jubilee, Sunspot, Morph, Forge, Bishop, Polaris. Why'd I say it like that? Polaris, Psylocke. Oh my God. Guys, my daughter just got her braces off. I am live. Show me your face. You're so weird. Do you want to show the camp? Okay. Show everyone. Can you guys? I don't know if you guys can see, but my daughter got her braces off. I don't know if you can see. You look beautiful.
I have to go back. I have to come here at 3:30 to get my retainers.
Okay, so you have the whole day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to school now.
Okay, love you. I have to work now. Bye.
Bye.
I hate how grown up you are. Bye. Sorry, guys. She's had her braces for a couple of years, and she was very excited to get them off today. Okay. Psylocke, Colossus, Cable, Danger, Lady Deathstroke, Havoc, Archangel, Omega Red, Sabretooth, Rachel Summers, a.k.a. Mother Ascani, Apocalypse, and Kang Ramatut. Yes. I never had braces on my teeth, just on my legs. So, anywho, we all know why you're into Mother Ascani. No, this is 100% because if you remember the end of season 1, they are in several different timelines. And then in the trailer that they showed at New York Comic Con, which I do have, but I can't show it because I'll get in trouble. You know what? I'll put it up on the Patreon. Bishop says, you know, we got to get the X-Men back to the 90s. So I'm going to put some stuff up on the Patreon. If you're not a member of the Patreon, but I'm going to put some exclusive Patreon stuff on the Patreon. And I'm going to leave it at that. If you're not a member of the Patreon, you should probably go do that. Because I'm not going to leave it up long. I'm going to take it down. Just in case. So, anywho. Moving on. They're claiming that now a new season of X-Men will release every year starting next year. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the next 4 years, we will get a new X-Men 97 series. Fingers crossed they don't biff it. Fingers crossed they bring Bo back. Because they're going to need him. I mean, seriously. They're going to need him. Oh, this crap. Brad Winderbaum on the romance of X-Men. This is what I was talking about. There's a lot of romance to go around, but these poor characters, they never get a break. The soap opera and the family dynamics are very, very strong. Exactly the kind of keeping in line with X-Men. They stress me out. They super stress me out. Oh my gosh. Where was it? I thought I had. The X-Men reboot, the live-action reboot film, is reportedly releasing in theaters May 5th, 2028. I'll be almost 50. All right. We'll see. Brad was also asked by Entertainment Weekly about Bo's comments on Twitter. Brad said, "We've talked about this before. I'm grateful to Bo. We launched this series together. I think he did excellent work. Frankly, I don't really look at it or read any of it, so I don't really know." That's probably smart of him. It probably is. But I doubt it's true. He probably has an assistant looking over all of it. Or, I mean, they do have a lawsuit going on. They may have him muting it, but an assistant or a lawyer actually like looking for it. And there goes my light. Is it okay? It's surviving. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Thank you. So, anywho. Puppies. Puppies and children getting braces off and all that nonsense. But, yeah, you're fine. She's just laying there. All right. Let's just move on from it. I'm still not over the end of Peacemaker, but I'm sure I will be tomorrow. I didn't really get into the whole friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Didn't even finish that first season, so maybe I should. I just found it boring. All right. Our new logo for Visionquest. Again, I'm a huge Terry Matalas fan. Right now, as long as he doesn't ruin it for me, like Jimmy Gunn did. But I'm probably a bigger Terry Matalas fan now than I am a James Gunn fan. And the whole reason for that is Star Trek Picard Season 3. He has so far been the only person to be able to connect a classic, nostalgic, beloved franchise to a modern story. The only person. And do it well, I should say. Do it well to the point where I really haven't heard any complaints. Like, none. Everyone seems to sing the praises entirely. I mean, when I watched it, I got chills. I mean, chills. It was absolutely impressive what he pulled off. You could absolutely tell, just feel that everyone who worked on that loved it, top to bottom, loved it. No. The answer is no. If you take Matalas out of this entirely, would you still be genuinely as hyped for this Vision show? The answer is no. I would not be. So far, I trust Terry Matalas because of what he was able to accomplish with Star Trek Picard Season 3. And that is why Feige hired him. Feige has said that multiple times, that he saw what he was able to accomplish with that season. And he said, that's what we need. We need that. Now, I have heard something that did kind of like, don't say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. There is an actor that Matalas, one of the people that Matalas tends to use a lot. And this individual reached out and said Matalas offered them a role. And the actor said, hot dog, yeah, I'll take it. And then Matalas ghosted that person and never responded to them again. Not Todd. Todd is officially cast in the series. He is playing Paladin. Not Todd. This is another actor. Apparently, it's not the first time that Terry has done this to this actor. And they're pretty sad about it because they were like, yeah, I want a sack of Marvel cash. Even like a coin purse of Marvel cash. Stop it, Jesse. Stop. Join my Patreon. You'll see who it is. Anywho, this person reached out, told me it's not the first time it's happened, but they were pretty like, fuck that guy over it. I'm not kidding. They were like, he's not going to respond to you about this. And I was like, well, he's responded to me before, like kind of ha ha ha. And he's like, they're like, whoops. Like, no, seriously. He's not going to respond to you about this one because it was kind of a dick move. So that kind of like stressed me out a bit. I'm like, oh, please don't tell me that Terry's already succumbing. Don't succumb to the Marvel ways, sir. So, but I still have faith. He is an absolutely phenomenal writer. He appreciates and respects source material. He is a massive nerd. He's very knowledgeable about this stuff. That is where my faith comes in. He did amazing work on 12 Monkeys. He did amazing work on Picard. Big fan. Don't let me down, Terry. I do not want to have to put you in the James Gunn box, please. And we do have mutual friends. We do have mutual friends who were like, Terry is a genuine dude. I've gotten to talk to him a few times. He seems very, very genuine. but our mutual friends are like, he really is a very genuine dude. Just really talented, huge nerd, massive nerd. So he must be saved. We must protect him. Protect him from himself. It is Hollywood, baby. And when I'm telling you, when they dangle that money in front of you, powerless. Oh, don't break my heart. So here we have the logo for Visionquest. Rudy, Scottish. Gaelic, so hard. Rudy Mollica has officially been cast. This has been a rumor for some time. I told you guys months ago. He's totally Tommy. But yeah, he is officially playing Tommy Maximoff / Speed in Visionquest. So we will get the other twin in this series. The confirmed characters to appear in Visionquest: White Vision, Tommy Maximoff, Ultron, played by James Spader, Jocasta, Paladin, played by Todd Stashwick, who I got to interview. Super fun. Jarvis will be played by the guy from, where did my brain go? Agent Carter. Friday will be played by Stevie. Why can't I say her name? Dummy and Edith. So there's your cast of characters. And here are the first details we have received. White Vision retains all of the original Vision's memories, but struggles with emotions. Ultron, Friday, Edith, Dummy, and Jarvis all appear, including their human forms. From what I have heard, it starts off kind of in Vision's head. It's inside Vision's head. Vision with no makeup, surreal house, like WandaVision. It starts out kind of like Agatha All Along did, like, but this time instead of it being a real like physical place, it's inside Vision's head. Vision with no makeup, surreal house, Dummy, Stark Industries, Jarvis, the actor from Agent Carter, Friday as a person, Edith crashes through the skylight, all happening inside Vision's head. You're a ghost haunting your footsteps, Ultron, but wait, you're a ghost haunting your own footsteps. James Spader is Ultron. I had a family. The other twin, Tommy Maximoff. So, sounds pretty good. I like the sound of it. Ultron warns White Vision about reconnecting with Vision's past memories of Wanda. In the new Visionquest footage, you're a ghost haunting her footsteps. Jesus, Screen Rant, get it together. You're a ghost haunting her footsteps. My favorite show on Disney Plus was WandaVision. WandaVision and Loki. I'm just going to be honest. Agatha All Along barely ranks. I liked it. I didn't like it. Didn't blow me away. I haven't had an urge to rewatch it at all. I've rewatched WandaVision a couple of times. I've rewatched Loki. I've never rewatched Agatha. I've rewatched Star Trek Picard multiple times. At least season 3, multiple times. I'm hoping that we can get this kind of level of rewatchability with Visionquest. Girl, you're going to have to, if you want to watch this, you are absolutely going to have to watch WandaVision and Agatha All Along if you're going to want to watch this. At least those two things. Promise you. You met him in Vegas. He even remembered your PB&J design. It was like, I remember that. Aw, it's so nice. Oh, you haven't seen Agatha. Well, you're probably going to have to watch it because they're considering it a trilogy. WandaVision season 1, Agatha season 2, Visionquest season 3. And Terry actually says somewhere, I have it somewhere, that here it is. Terry teases the finale of Visionquest. There's one scene in the finale that is like kind of a Marvel dream, and I got to do it. So I wonder what that could be. What is a Marvel dream? Sticking a landing? Is that a Marvel dream? A show that is more liked than disliked? A show that has a good audience score? A show that doesn't lose Disney Plus subscribers? I'm looking forward to it. I hope it is good. I'm so scared these days. Like, I miss the days where I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for WandaVision. This is going to be amazing. And now I'm like, okay, I hope it's great. I hope it's great. But Terry Matalas is a super nice guy. I hope he stays a super nice guy. After 3 years of begging and pleading, I hope I can eventually get him on the show. You have to be Marvel approved, though. I doubt I will ever get Marvel approved considering who my friends are. So that's a struggle. Oh, sweetie, honey pie. There are ways around that. I can't tell you about that publicly, though. You poor baby. You got Disney Plus to watch Doctor Who? Oh, God. You poor thing. And they did that to you? Oh, 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 oh. No. I'd be asking for money back. Anyone who signed up for Disney Plus to watch Doctor Who should have asked for a refund. That was just not it. Oh. Anyway, I remain ever hopeful for Visionquest. Huge fan of Terry Matalas. Got a lot of faith in him. Do not let me down, sir. Please. Please. I beg you. My heart can't take it. My nerdy little heart can't be let down again. I don't know what I'll do. I am 45 years old, man, and I do this for a living. I talk about cartoon characters to strangers. And if I get any more bitter or jaded, I just don't know what I'll do. Please don't let me down. I'm begging. Please. Oh my God, guys. Do me a huge solid. If you want to help support the channel, easiest and freest way possible is by hitting that like button, subscribing if you are new, and ringing that notification bell right there so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. Now, if you become a member of the channel, we've got freebies for you. You get early access to videos like several days, like a week earlier before they go public. So you get to see stuff before anyone else does. You get preferential treatment. You go to the front of the line anytime you request a breakdown or any video. Like if you want to learn more about the character Paladin that Todd Stashwick is playing in Visionquest, and you'd like to see me make a video explaining who Paladin is, and if you're a member of the channel, you go to the front of the line and I make that video first above any other request. That's because you're a member. Yeah, members get that. So early access, front of the line for requests. You get your own like community tab. You get access. Certain members, like if you're a lieutenant or higher, you get to join our members only Throwback Thursday Theater on Discord every Thursday. Obviously, it's Throwback Thursday Theater. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for the next 4 weeks, we are watching Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. So join us over there. Once you become a member, let me know. I will drop the link for the Discord channel again over in the community tab. So check that. Check that out. Yes, yes, yes. There's also super chats. You can help this channel with super chats as well. Every little bit helps this keep going. We are we're about 700 hours away from full monetization. So hot dog, diggity dog. Hey, thank you, Penny. Thank you for the $2 super chat. You are the best, lady. Listen, hardest working subscriber on YouTube, Lieutenant Penny. Not kidding. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's always there. She's so supportive. I just adore you. I need to send you stuff. I need to get my shit together and I need to send you stuff. I'll let you know when I get my stuff together. I have so much. I just need to put it in a backpack. Put my stuff in a backpack. Just get it together. Get it together. But what Penny just did, that is absolutely one of the many ways you can help keep this channel on the air, because it does cost for me to stream here, to Twitter, to that, and then I got to pay for software like this and Adobe and music licensing, and it's a lot. It is, and it's my full-time job. Yeah. 7 days a week, man, like 16 hours a day. Anywho, so there's also that QR code right over here. And if you scan it, it takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandMUA. And you can chip in as little or as much as you can. It's a very secure website. I've had it for years. But if that doesn't float your boat and you want something you're a little bit more familiar with, I do have Cash App as well. There's also the Patreons we're talking about. That's where all my scoops go. And just like the memberships, you get early access to videos, front of the line for requests, but you also get exclusive merch, okay, that corresponds directly to your rank or tier, okay, because it's the original Nerdling Army. 3 tiers starting as little as $3 a month, and you get that exclusive merch every 3 months for the first year of your membership. There are exclusive chat rooms, and what else is over there? I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank because there's a camera in my face. Channel memberships get super cool emojis too. I forgot about that. That's nice. But yeah, Patreon, exclusive merch, exclusive content, early access, chat rooms, super cool stuff over there. And that's where my scoops go. Okay. But the really, really spicy ones, they don't stay up long. But if you want to know like who I'm talking about certain things, it goes over there. It does. There's also my merch store. Check out my merch store, comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs made by yours truly on hundreds of different products. Again, helps support the channel. And you get super cool stuff in return. I also have an Amazon shop. You need some stuff from Amazon? I have recommendations, like 10 different lists worth of recommendations. So check that out. I'm also an affiliate for several companies, including Zenni Optical. That's right, Zenni Optical, where I get all of my glasses. And using this QR code right over here will save you 10%. Highly recommend the Zenni IQ lens with Zenni ID Guard. That's right, the IQ lens are fantastic. They filter UVA, UVB, blue light, infrared to help save your eyes. It's like sunblock for your eyeballs. And they're so great because I can use these like indoor and they're fine and they help me with, working on the computer and stuff. But when I go outside, they transition to sunglasses. Instant sunblock for your eyeballs. But because I have the Zenny ID Guard also, they stop Skynet from stealing my identity and unlocking my phone and password stuff. So yeah, it keeps you safe from unwanted AI scans. So using this QR code right here saves you 10% from Zenny Optical. So check that out. Why don't you? Also, everything I just told you about is on my website, comics-and.com. All of my reviews, I just reviewed Tron Ares the other night. I reviewed Tron Ares to mixed reviews. That just cracks me up. So all my reviews are on the website. All of my looks, my special effects looks, everything. News about the channel, updates, everything right there. comics-and.com. Speaking of looks, this Friday, look number 3 for the Halloween season. You don't want to miss it. I have something really special planned for Halloween, if I can pull it off. I'm really excited. I've enlisted some help advice-wise from some Oscar winners. Hopefully I can pull it off because I am not that level. Okay. But I'm interested in trying. This podcast is also powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So visit red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 Network. Let's check in with the chat. What? Real anarchy? What? Thank you for the $5 super chat, Ben. I'm a bigger fan than Penny. Hello, he says. I didn't realize it was a competition, but I'm okay with a little friendly competition as long as I'm the beneficiary. Bless and thank you for the super chat, Ben. Thank you, Penny, for the super chat as well. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate it so much. Look at you guys. I adore you both. You're the best. You're absolutely the best. Yes. Hashtag Red 5 family. To my lieutenant, my brother in the Red 5 family. I know I broke a couple nails, but it's fine. They got to come off this week for a reason. For Friday. For Friday. Yes. See. All right, guys. It is time for me to say adios. I got to go. I got stuff to do. But I'll miss you. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back mañana in the morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time yet again. Be good to one another. Opinions are like buttholes. Okay? Everyone has one. Some are smellier than others, but they're theirs. It's their business to wipe or not. Okay? It's not yours. Anywho, guys, take care and keep your eyes peeled. Okay? Because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!